Hi friends, in this video we'll learn about accommodation bills. In all our earlier videos we have been discussing about trade bills. Trade bills are bills drawn between debtors and creditors to settle the amount due from one party to the other party. So trade bills are generally drawn to settle trade transactions, that is transactions relating to purchase and sale of goods on credit. But in the case of an accommodation bill, it is generally for providing financial assistance to the other party that the parties may draw bills of exchange. We'll learn how to deal with accommodation bills in accounting through a simple illustration. Srujan and Sunil are friends. So here if you observe, I'm not starting with the precondition that there is a debtor-creditor relationship. I did not say Srujan sold goods on credit to Sunil or Sunil purchased goods on credit from Srujan. So they are actually friends. They are not debtors and creditors to each other. Sunil was in need of funds. Sunil wanted some money. He drew a bill of rupees 1 lakh on Srujan with a duration of 3 months on 1st April 21. So what Sunil is doing, he is in need of funds. He wants some funds, but instead of taking money directly from Srujan as a loan, what he is doing is he is drawing a bill on Srujan for 3 months. Then Srujan accepted the bill. Srujan signs the bill which is drawn by Sunil and he gives it back to Sunil. Sunil discounted the bill with his bank at the rate of 12% per annum. Now, this valuable bill, the legal document which Sunil had, it's a legal document because Srujan has accepted the bill. Sunil had a valuable legal document. He takes this bill to a bank and the bank sees whether this bill is a genuine bill or not. And he finds that yes, Srujan has accepted the bill, and because these two people are businessmen, we can say they are doing businesses, the banks may know that these people have sufficient financial capability to honor their commitments on this bill of exchange. So Sunil discounted the bill with his bank. So he gives this bill to the bank and takes some money in return. Bank discounted the bill at the rate of 12% per annum. On the due date of the bill, Sunil remitted the bill amount to Srujan, and on the due date of the bill, Srujan honored the bill. Let us learn how to do accounting for it. We'll start here. I'll divide the page into two parts. Books of Sunil, books of Srujan. On 1st April 21, Sunil drew a bill on Srujan. The entry in the books of Sunil would be he is receiving a bill. So we'll write bills receivable account debtor to Srujan account rupees 1 lakh. If you observe in this problem, we are not starting with sale of goods. Okay, there is no pre-existing debtor-creditor relationship between Sunil and Srujan. If they are simple friends, there is no debit-credit balance between them. Now Srujan is giving a bill to Sunil. He is accepting bill drawn by Sunil. So when he gives bill to Sunil, he will pass the entry Sunil account debtor to bills payable. So he has accepted a liability and he is recording it as bills payable. Now what happens next? Srujan accepted the bill and returned it to Sunil. Now what did Sunil do? Sunil was in need of funds. What can he do with this paper? Bill is only a paper. Now he wants money. So he goes to a bank, gives this bill and takes some money in return. When Sunil discounted the bill, there will be some money which will come into his bank account. Bank account will be debited on 1st April 21. He will lose some money in the form of interest, which is nothing but discount here, and he will give the bill to the bank. Two bills receivable. Value of the bill is 1 lakh. Now what is the amount of interest he is paying now? 1 lakh is the value of the bill. 12% is the interest being charged by the bank, and this bill is for a duration of 3 months. So the bank will charge interest at the rate of 12% for 3 months. So the amount of interest is rupees 3000. So the bank will deduct 3000 rupees as discount and he will get the balance amount 97,000 deposited in his bank account. So bank account will be debited. There will be no entry in the books of Srujan because this is a transaction between the bank and Mr. Sunil. Now this money which is there in the bank account, debit in the bank account means I have money in my bank account. I am treating the bank as my as a person who is keeping my money. So I can draw this money and use it for whatever purpose I want. But on the due date, the bank is going to go to Srujan for payment because Srujan has accepted the liability on the bill. He has written on the bill that he has to pay 1 lakh rupees on the bill. So on the due date, the bank will approach Srujan for getting the payment on the bill of rupees 1 lakh. But Srujan did not use the money on the bill. He just accepted the bill on behalf of Sunil for Sunil because he wanted to help Sunil. So now it is Sunil's responsibility to give money to Srujan so that he is able to honor the bill. So the due date of the bill. Now the bill was drawn on 1st April for a duration of 3 months. So I'll add 3 months here and 3 days here. So 4th of July 21 will be the due date of the bill. On 4th July 21, when Sunil sends bill amount to Srujan. So just before the bank approaches Srujan for the payment, Sunil will send the full bill amount to Srujan. So he is now sending the money Srujan account datar to cash 1 lakh rupees. So he is debiting Srujan and he is giving cash to Srujan. Srujan's book entry would be cash account debit to Sunil account 1 lakh rupees. Sunil will send the full amount to Srujan. He cannot send 97,000. Suppose Sunil says, no, I'll give only 97,000. That means for the money used by Sunil, Srujan would have to pay interest to the bank. So Sunil cannot do that. Sunil has used 1 lakh rupees on the bill. He has got 97,000 3 months early, and the balance 3,000 is the discount he has to suffer. So he has to pay the full bill amount to Srujan. So he will send 1 lakh rupees cash to Srujan. Sunil will send 1 lakh rupees cash to Srujan. So in the book of Sunil, entry would be Srujan account datar to cash. In the books of Srujan, entry would be cash account datar to Sunil. If he sends 97,000 only, Srujan has to pay 1 lakh rupees on the bill. He cannot say that I'll pay only 97,000. He has to pay the full bill amount because on the bill 1 lakh rupees is written. So Srujan has to honor the bill with 1 lakh. If Sunil pays only 97,000 to him, 3,000 will be the loss to Srujan. Now on 4th July, when Srujan honors the bill, so on the due date, the bank will go to Srujan and Srujan would honor the bill. Entry in the books of Srujan would be bills payable account datar to cash account 1 lakh.